Welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Tuesday, July 25th, 2017. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Queen City Boating Association will be hosting a poker run on Sunday, 30th July. President of the association, Michael Slack, outlined the logistics of the poker run.
A poker run is actually a game similar to the poker card game, but we use boats. We have about 15, 20 boats that would make 5 stops. We are going around to St. Kitts and Nevis to 5 different bars. All right? Each bar you go to, you'd pick a card. And when you get back to Nevis, you present your hand. And the best hand wins the poker run.
He also explained how persons can sign up for the event, and organizer of the event, Ricky Hill, outlined the other activities that will take place.
You pay $250 to enter, to play the game. If you don't want to play the game and just come along, you pay $100 and go on our catamaran ride, that's a ride along, and have lunch with us at Vibes Bar over in St. Kitts on the Strip. And when you come back to Nevis, actually, you're going to go to Sunshines and have a chicken wing eating competition and drinks at Turtle Time at half price. So, and music, we're going to have the core band and a few DJs, right, Ricky?
A few DJs. We got EK, the Real Right System as well. I think it's Selector Bobby and Toby. And Dan, DJ Dan Rasta Dan.
Tickets for the event can be purchased at the Fancy Jamaican Bakery on the Samuel Hunkins Drive or any member of the Queen City Boating Association, including Michael Slack, at 765-3600. The poker run is one of the activities on the official calendar for Culturama 43. The event begins at 11 a.m. and goes down until 9 p.m. Over the weekend, the senior pageant contestants took part in a number of activities. On Friday, the Miss Culture contestants took part in a mock interview session at the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union's conference room on Friday, July 21st.
Part of the activities that we've engaged the contestants in for this year is their mock interview. We've decided to engage them in a few development sessions to help them with their preparations for the pageant, and this is one of them that will aid them in, of course, overcoming the fear of shyness and, of course, public speaking.
That was chairperson of the Miss Culture pageant, Tizia Burton. The contestants were interviewed in the presence of friends and family by the reigning Miss Culture Queen, Cleticia Daniel. On Saturday, 22nd, the contestants for the Miss Culture and Miss Swimwear pageant were a part of NTV's show Go Live, which took place in the Cultural Village. The contestants were in a bit more relaxed setting as they spoke about their preparations and expectations for their upcoming shows. On Sunday 23rd, the contestants got a chance to relax and unwind on a catamaran cruise put on by the Nevis Culturama Committee. The contestants relaxed on the Keona, owned and operated by Captain Lennox, which sailed along the coastline. Huggins Masquerade was announced as the winners of the 2017 Livingston Black Liebert Masquerade competition yesterday, Monday, July 24th, at the Grillhouse Stevens Netball Complex. The event, which is hosted by the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, saw the Chief Executive Officer, CEO of the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, NCDF, Jerome Rollins, delivering remarks.
This event allows us to showcase our best and to show you, the public, that our culture is alive and growing. As part of the NCDF vision, you can look forward to seeing many of these performances in the future. Some will be held here and some will be held at the Nevis Performing Arts Center.
The winning masquerade group won EC $2,000 and a trophy. They also took home the awards for Best Performance in Quadrille and Fine Fine. Valiant Masquerade came in second place, winning EC $1,000 and a trophy. And David's Dynasty came in third place, winning EC $750 and a trophy. The competition is hosted annually by the NCDF, and this year saw the placers competing with the Cotton Ground Masquerade and the Grassroots Masquerade. The competition also included the Basil Manors steel pan presentations by the various steel pan groups around the island. Still to come, Nevis Disaster Management Department continues disaster resilience and emergency shelter management project. The details when we return.
If you like dancing and whining and fretting till the morning. If you like drinking, masquerading, live music always playing. If you like islands of blue seas where people always smiling. If you like street jams and bandstands where people will be jamming. Don't you miss this time, no. Our festival, our legacy. Don't you miss this time, no. The Caribbean's greatest summer lion. Don't you miss this time, no. Our festival, our legacy. Don't you miss this time, no. The Caribbean's greatest summer lion.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free health care at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. The Nevis Disaster Management Department is continuing its work as part of the Enhancing Disaster Resilience and Emergency Shelter Management Project, which is sponsored by the Japan Embassy. Director of the Nevis Disaster Management Department, Brian Dyer, explained that the project commenced in early May with the installation of the hurricane shutters for the 10 community centers around Nevis, all of which are almost completed. The project also includes renovations to the Bath Village Community Centre that is scheduled to begin in the next 2 weeks, where the facility will receive a facelift in the form of plastering of the exterior walls, changing doors and windows, and the inclusion of a water tank and ramp for the disabled. The total sum of the project was EC $999,000 and includes the retention wall at Fenton Hill, which was completed last week Thursday to provide the public protection against rocks falling, as well as works at Stony Grove, where work was done to protect properties from flood damage. The 2-week summer program hosted by the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation NCDF, which educated the participants to the Nevisian culture and its various art forms, concluded on Friday, July 21st at the Nevis Performing Arts Centre, NEPAC. Deputy Premier and Minister of Culture and Tourism in the Nevis Island Administration, NIA, Honourable Mark Brantley, was present at the ceremony and highlighted the expectations of the program.
Hopefully you go away having experienced it and being interested now in being a part of carrying on that tradition. Of course, our culture is what we make of it, and everything we do, we have to live, we have to breathe, we have to eat our culture. The reality is that those little dances and the music and all of that is part and parcel of our culture. And it will be for you, the young ones, who when you grow up to continue that tradition.
Brantley explained that through this program, the participants will be interested in continuing the culture through participation in the various Culturama events in the future. Also present was Chief Executive Officer at the NCDF, Jerome Rollins, who explained that within the NCDF there is an artistic department managed by the artistic manager who trains the officers in the areas of division culture. The artistic officers in turn share the knowledge with the students living on the island. And that brings us to the end of this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.